5 years later, I found the courage to start coming out. Coming out is a long process, not a single event, and I tested the waters by telling my eldest brother, Billy, before telling my mom or dad. Billy was supportive, and it helped me decide to tell my mother, which would be the hardest thing I had yet done in my life. Because coming out in 1982 didn't just mean telling my mother that I was gay. It meant telling her that I would never get married, that I would never be a parent, that my professional life would be forever limited by my sexuality. 8 years after coming out, I would stumble into a rewarding and unlikely career as a sex advice columnist, of all things, and somehow leverage that into a side gig as a potty-mouthed political pundit. And 15 years after coming out, I would adopt a son with the love of my life, the man I would marry, and with him at my side, present my parents with a new grandchild, my siblings with a new nephew. Things didn't just get better for me. All of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender adults I knew were leading rich and rewarding lives. We weren't the same people, and we didn't have or want the same things, gay or straight. Not everyone wants kids or marriage. People pursue happiness in different ways, but we all had so much to be thankful for, and so much to look forward to. Our lives weren't perfect. There was pain, heartbreak, and struggle. But our lives were better. Our lives were joyful. What was to be gained by looking backward? Why dwell on the past? There wasn't anything we could do about the bullying we had endured in school and, for too many of us, at the hands of our families. And it didn't seem like there was anything we could do about or for all the LGBT kids who were currently being bullied. A bullied gay teenager who ends his life is saying that he can't picture a future with enough joy in it to compensate for the pain he's in now. Justin and Billy, and as that terrible September ground on, Seth and Asher, and Tyler and Raymond and Cody, couldn't see how their own lives might get better. Without gay role models to mentor and support them, without the examples our lives represent, they couldn't see how they might get from bullied gay teenager to safe and happy gay adult. And the people gay teenagers need most, their own parents, often believe that they can somehow prevent their children from growing up to be gay, or from ever coming out, by depriving them of information, resources, support, and positive role models. Justin Aberg's parents knew he was gay, and were supportive. That fall, as I thought about Justin and Billy, I reflected on how frequently I'm invited to speak at colleges and universities. I address audiences of gay and straight students, and I frequently talk about homophobia and gay rights and tolerance. But I don't get invited to speak at high schools or middle schools, the places where homophobia does the most damage. Gay kids trapped in middle and high schools would benefit from hearing from LGBT adults. Lives could be saved, but very few middle or high schools would ever invite gay adults to address their student bodies. Acknowledging the existence of LGBT people, even in sex ed curriculums, is hugely controversial. A school administrator who invited a gay adult to address an assembly before there was a crisis, before a bullied gay teenager took his own life, would quickly find herself in the crosshairs of homophobic parents and bigoted Christian organizations. It couldn't happen. Schools would never invite gay adults to talk to kids. We would never get permission. I was riding a train to JFK Airport when it occurred to me that I was waiting for permission that I no longer needed. In the era of social media, in a world with YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, I could speak directly to LGBT kids right now. I didn't need permission from parents or an invitation from a school. I could look into a camera, share my story, and let LGBT kids know that it got better for me, and it would get better for them too. I could give them hope.